Whenever, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, yeah, some co-op any percent warpless of Mario 3. So, yeah, I mean, obviously the routing is going to be interesting. I'm assuming we're live, right? Is that what you... Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, the routing is going to be different than your typical warpless, and it's going to depend on what we end up fighting as well. So I'm going to start it here from 5, and then I'll start on go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off into the hardest level in the game.
No joke. It actually is really hard.
It's very hard. It's very nerve-wracking. And the fact that I did all of that correct makes me very happy.
Good job, man.
You always got to get started on a good foot, right? See all that momentum? Now he's going to have a great 1-2.
Yeah. 1-2's a little bit different from what you normally do. I've got to grab the mushroom about halfway through.
Yeah, it's just the best thing to do. Otherwise, he's going to end up doing 1-5, and he has to worry about getting sticky hilled if he doesn't get it. So he's had some interesting results today in this level, actually. Pretty good. He made it out with the mushrooms, so
it's good enough.
Yeah, he got P speed in the beginning there, so nice subpixel, you know.
Save myself like 3/4 of a second, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, if you get the wrong subpixel, you'll just clip into that hill as soon as you hit it. Which he did not there, so this is...
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, I tried to take it a little safer there just to make sure I cleared the waffle. You don't want to take damage on it, and of course I did the waffle jump. It's nice. But yeah, you don't want to take damage at the end there. I mean, you can clip to the boom boom at the end, but it's significantly slower, so you definitely want to do it how I did it there. And he's going to do this level a little differently now, so he's going to have to slide down that hill, and that's not a big deal. It is a little slower just because he just builds P-speed later, but he doesn't have the damage boost, so it probably breaks about even at the end of the day. Yeah, that was very nice. Nice thing about Big Mario is you don't clip in that ceiling as often, so didn't really have to worry about that there. And we keep getting this RNG, which is pretty ideal that he does 1-6 actually. Not only is it faster for him to do 1-6, because he doesn't have the damage boost for the optimal strat, it's just like it's hard to get P speed with the tail on the platform, so I'll get set up with a good boss pattern either way, so it's pretty ideal here. So yeah, it's gonna just do this normally, like normal warpless. Beautiful. It's the P speed build there. If he doesn't do those jumps as well as he did them there, a lot of times you end up not getting P speed over the platform. So over that little gap, it'll do the P speed check. So you want to try to avoid having that happen.
In general, it's helpful to jump and land as far to the left on platforms as possible. That way you have as much room to build and keep your P speed, not just in 1-6, but really just throughout the game.
Yep. Yep, those little fractions of time, you know, will add up over the course of a run for sure.
So you know what pattern's about to come up with Larry?
I do. So yeah, based on where I moved to the castle, Larry's pattern's always going to be consistent, assuming, you know, you do the same thing. So every time you do the same movements, you get the same pattern from him. So his pattern's determined from, well, actually in co-op, from when I start being able to move as the next player, and then to when I enter the pipe on the airship. So it's a little different from standard warpless because you'd have to incorporate hammer bro movements between levels in there, but in this you do not. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, so you know, the boss kill patterns where it requires you to spawn a bridge, you can't end up, you know, killing the boss with fire because the pattern's gonna be way different just because you don't get this bridge spawn animation between moving from the last level to the castle. So, yeah, we'll see that come into play in World 4. World 6, it doesn't really matter because you usually don't fire kill that boss in Warpless. So, we could, in theory, do that, but we're not going to because that is difficult.
And you'd have to go all the way to like 610 or something to get flower.
Yeah, and that's just a hard strat, so it's one you have to be ready for, really, to get. Okay, that's not good, but okay, that's even worse. This is my Let's Play of 2-1. It happens.
Whole bunch of mid-sized jumps in 2-1. You gotta time them just right.
Yep. Yeah, I was just short on the one jump, and unfortunately, I also clipped into the platform.
Fell in the water.
Yeah, this is another one where, you know, you got to do... The jumps actually change based on how fast you're moving through the levels. So if you're not ready for the speed you have, it's going to be sometimes difficult to adjust for those differences.
It's a really finesse level, too, because you also want to let go of the D-pad as you're doing those jumps. Because even if you're holding right, you will actually still lose movement speed since you're going based on sliding speed.
Yeah.
And that just automatically decays basically no matter what, as long as you're pressing a button. So you just kind of got to keep your momentum as well as you can without actually holding a button on the D-pad.
Yep, and I decided to forego the faster P-speed strat at the beginning of the fort here just because I was small Mario, so it was a little... I just decided to do it safer, so my approach is like a couple seconds slower. But I don't want to die in the dry bones.
Alright, can I do the red rocket? We want to skip the music box, right?
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we have to figure out in advance what we want to do with the Hammer Bros. So Mario in this world ideally grabs both the items, and then Luigi completes the world because I should have fire right now. So yeah, that allows both of us that fire, and that was a really nice save. Wow.
Wow. Oh.
Top 10 saves of speedrunning right there.
That was probably the best red rocket I've ever done. I don't know how I saved that.
That was incredible. That's not quite how he drew it up, and not quite as fast as he would have liked, but you know, you can't argue with the end result. So that guy scared me a little bit. I don't like when he moves forward because if he jumps when I jump, there's nothing I can do there. You usually die when that happens. So this is kind of why maintaining power-ups are so important in parts of this run. In this level, most people recognize this as one of the more difficult levels that they remember from their childhood, and it's so easy. Yeah, so that sun's position is fixed on the screen, so you actually make it easier by going as fast as possible through the level and just reacting to what the sun does. So if you slow down, the sun's still going to be on the same position.
Yeah. The sun gives you plenty of time to react to what he's doing, too, because like he stops spinning around before he dips down, so you can always tell when you should jump.
Yeah, we get to see a little fun caveat in the Warpless run here, what I had to do there. Normally you don't have to worry about end cards when you do single player, but in two player you do. So that was just unlucky. Sometimes that spawns after I've already moved past there, but since I had to fight the Hammer Bro, I was kind of stuck too far back. So did have to go and play that end card game.
And that game spawns whenever either player gains at least 75,000 points, so that can happen at various times in the run.
Yeah, I think since you're getting a hammer here, I'll just get it 3, and then it'll be fine.
Oh.
No, that's good.
That's fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, we just have to remember that you have the hammer.
So essentially, each of us wants to have one of the hammers, and each of us wants one of the P-wings, as well as one of the music boxes.
Yep. Yeah, we want to be able to split a bunch of items because, I mean, we'll have to play certain levels, of course. almost a good pyramid. There's a faster backup strat there. It's kind of risky. Not well practiced with it. You do it in the all forts run, and if you're trying to do it as fast as possible, but it's pretty unique, and I didn't feel comfortable doing it, so I didn't do it. You know, it's one of the things you got to do what you think you're going to be successful with. And so yeah, one of the things also, since we're playing co-op, we have to try to prevent ourselves from pressing A a whole bunch.
Yes.
Because when you're on top of somebody else, you'll end up, going into a battle. And we'll see the battle mechanic come into play in World 3, actually.
Yeah, it's a little mini game that you can play where basically whoever wins the mini game gets to play the next level in the actual game. So we can use that to switch between the different players at various points in the run.
Or, if you're just playing casually, just use it to troll your friends.
Yeah, that too.
Like when your friend's trying to cloud over 7-4, you just grab them and you're like, nah, you're playing 7-4, dude.
Memories.
Right. So yeah, actually, Mitch and I are the world record holders of this category, and our run's kind of interesting. We actually have a ton of time to save in the run. It's just it's hard in this category to get less than 3 hands because both players have to cross the hands.
Yeah.
So the likely outcomes are always 2 and 3 hands, just because it's a 1 in 64 for both to get no hands. I mean, it could happen, but it's a lot of runs you got to play through. So usually you get 2 or 3. We got all 3, and unfortunately, in this category, you'll notice after each level there's that start animation that you go through. You lose additional time for each extra level you have to play, so it's not just a 20-second time loss either.
Oh, my turn.
Yep. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Whoever completes the airship gets to go next in the next world. So sometimes it just ends up being whoever completes World 2 just kind of completes everything at the end of the game. But it also does depend on what items are grabbed by who throughout the run. And we'll see how that comes into play in World 4. So the person who ends up grabbing the cloud there will not hammer the block in 4. So we have to do another battle there too, but we'll have to do one in this world to open the bridge. I just got to remember that I need the hammer. So yeah, there is a fast P speed strat here in 3-2 that I'm not going to do because I'm going to grab fire. It's arguable whether I should, do this just because, I mean, I'm only going to get to use it in the fortress and then I'm done, but...
it's still a few seconds saved, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you lose a few seconds in this level and then you gain a few in the next level, so... But then I have to do a hammer bro fight too, so it's probably warranted. So yeah, we know exactly where the hammer is. He starts in the same position in this world. We just kind of are at the mercy of these bros doing funky things. So hopefully he just kind of stays where he's at. And we can trap him down there as Cujo just keeps making his way through the world once I beat the fortress. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. Keep touching my mic.
So yeah, we're good here. We're gonna trap him down, and then are the other bros in a good position? I think so. I think we're gonna be. I think we're good to go here.
Do door 3. Ah,
you had to go for it. Yeah, door 3 does save. I think it's about 4 seconds if you're able to get it. It's not super easy to get. You have to do a single frame up press on the first frame Mario appears, I think, or the frame before he appears. It's one of them. And, you know, you usually don't get it because it's a weird visual cue.
I don't even do the visual cue. I just mash up.
Oh, yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
All right, you're getting the hammer, so I'm going to
Yep.
go over here.
Yeah, and this sets up really well. No matter what that other hammer bro does, he should be able to complete the world.
Easy peasy.
Because, yeah, the reason we're doing it this way, he's got the cloud, so.
Yeah, you get the cloud for beating World 2, and then you use it to skip from 3-6 to 3-8 like you would in a normal Warpless run. That lets you skip like a third to a half of World 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, we need this bro to move down. Oh, my God. It's okay. I think you just fight him.
Oh, I got it.
Yep. And then, yeah, this is, you kind of see where the RNG really comes into play in this run. It probably could have avoided if we did World 2, if it just worked out better, but it was just an RNG thing that, so you need to win, and then we need to battle again. So I need to die, okay. And now we battle again. And then you win again, so yeah, you can bot me. Don't come back to me card. Thank you. So yeah, we're trying to get rid of those cards because those are the end cards that you grab at the end of the levels. You can save a little bit of time, not having to then worry about the animation of the 3 or the 1-up or 3-up or 5-up, depending on what you get. Normally you want to get the 1-up because it loses the least amount of time. But so he chose to throw the ice block that he gets there because he just wants to get rid of Boss Bass. He doesn't want to have to worry about him at all, and he gets the nice little frame perfect jump there. A little bit of swag at the end of the level.
Type jump.
And so now my entire job is to go in the auto scroll and die. This is very high tech.
Oh, that was like frame perfect.
It was.
H jump time.
Very, very high tech co-op strats. Not as good as the no wrong warp co-op strats. Where I think it is player 2 just dies over and over again. Nice. So yeah, he gets the H jump there in 3-9. That's one of the 2 strats generally when you're going through a Mario 3 run you worry about in World 3. The other one being 3-2 P speed, which I just couldn't go for this time around. So now that I've taken that death, I can actually take a faster death here by jumping into the jelly. Very high tech stuff. Tactical deaths.
It's faster because he doesn't have to go through the screen transition on the map.
Yeah.
And also just less map movement too.
Exactly. All those little things add up. They don't seem like they do, but once you remove 2 or 3 inefficiencies from the run, all of a sudden you save 10, 15 seconds. So yeah, we get a wonderful airship, and the good news is he has the fire flower here, which makes this airship much easier than having to stomp Wendy. She's just notoriously difficult to stomp because she produces rings that stay in the arena with her wand. So she's the first Koopaling that has a little bit of a different mechanic there. And unfortunately, those rings, they just don't disappear, and they keep filling up the arena.
Wendy jumps really high too.
Yeah. So yeah, you can, as she's falling down, she'll sit up right before she lands, and that's the ideal point to hit her if you do have to stomp. Because then you won't have to worry about more rings filling up the arena. So if you do have to stomp her, there's some management stuff. The good news is for him that killing her is the same in this category as it is in every other. She just runs along the ground. I don't think she ever jumps until you stomp her. At least not. I've never been in the fight.
She does
long
like a
enough.
little hop, but I think that just might throw off one of your fireballs at worst.
Yeah. But no, once you stomp her twice, she is sky jumping. So yeah, this is where it gets a little scary for me as the player that's small. Can't really make mistakes, although it's not too bad if I die because we got to fight anyway. So,
I mean, you've got a backup mushroom coming right at the beginning of 4-2 anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully I don't, mess that up. But yeah, he's gonna go for a pretty difficult P-speed strat here. If you notice, he does like little P-speed manipulations there to build his P-meter and hold and freeze the P-meter so he can continue to build it. So it's not super easy to do. If you mess up those jumps even slightly, like if he was 1 pixel too far forward, you just start losing P-speed. So it's very important that he did it exactly how he did it there. I don't know why I jumped there. I'm pretty sure it's faster to fall. I'm used to it. Oh God, what happened here?
Okay.
Woo.
You got it. There we go.
Yeah. All right.
Good recovery.
That was the most frightening 4-2 in the history of Mario 3 co-op Warpless.
Koopa wasn't as bouncy as the other ones.
No.
Alright, this is my favorite level.
Oh
no! Oh, I hate this level.
So yeah, this is one of the more aesthetically pleasing levels, I guess I would say, to speedrun. Unfortunately, like he bumped too early on the ceiling there, and that'll happen. And he just landed just in front of that guy. So,
all right, so that's the star.
Yep. So I'm just gonna fight him. And this might work out to be okay because normally we have to battle here anyway. I actually think a hammer row fight might be faster. So you're gonna yeah, okay. So this will work out well, I think.
Hammer game?
Yep.
Okay.
You hammer, do 4-4, and see this is where the RNG is coming into play again. I think this is the first time we saw this RNG all day. We did a couple of practice runs. Very nice stuff there. He got the P-speed at the top of the block section, which is it's kind of nice. It sets you up well to do the end of this level without getting sniped. So it's one of the important parts, I guess, of 4-4 is just those couple Lakitu bounces. Of course they switched.
Should we fight?
Yeah, I think I'll just fight this guy, and then you just go do
4-6.
4-6,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, it's the P-wing.
Yeah. See, can you... The Cloud just... okay, no matter what he does here, we're fine.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to cooperate, though. And yeah, this is one of those worlds where the RNG really starts to come into play as World 4. As you saw, we pretty much got the worst RNG you can get where the Cloud just runs away over everything. And yeah, he just, that's okay though, because I have to go do the airship anyway. So he actually saved me some time there probably doing what he did. So we'll take it. So yeah, I have a hammer and a Cloud, which is important when we beat World 5, that the person that has the hammer remaining has a Cloud, because the person that beats World 5 is then, you know, they need a Cloud 5-9. So that's why we need the Cloud, but also they're going to hammer at the beginning World 6, so it just prevents a battle there. So it, in a way, is okay. We do have an extra music box now, unfortunately. That we'll try to use to skip something at some point, but
Maybe the star in World 5.
yeah. Usually you end up having to fight him, so. Me not having fire here is not a huge deal. It does suck for 5-4-1, you know, assuming I don't die before I get there, but yeah. Because I'll end up doing that level, so we'll lose a little bit of time there. But this guy, yeah, you just can't fire kill him anyway, so it's not too big of a worry. I'm actually going to correct my coin count here because I see I have the 270 split, so we'll get 25 coins. But I don't really know what's optimal in this category because you're playing levels so strange. But yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I just want to make sure they're far enough apart because coin ships, which we haven't explained yet, hopefully we won't get one. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up. I don't know. So if your tens digit matches your coin count in terms of it's a multiple of 11. So say I had 22 coins and I had 20 on the points, and I'm in worlds 1, 3, 5, or 6, I will get a coin ship. And that's just a hammer bro turns into a coin ship, and it becomes this very long auto scroller that it's actually faster just to die in and turn it back into a hammer bro. So we do not want that to happen.
No, you do not. So in co-op, let's say you finish a level and then it's my turn next. Would it be my score and coin total that matters, or yours for the coin ship?
It's since the hammer bro movement's applied after I beat the level and then it goes to you, it's whatever I have when I complete the level.
Okay.
So yeah, if yours is a little wonky, it shouldn't matter. But that means we probably got a coin ship the previous turn. Blessed Iggy not going through me. So yeah, when he does that jump he did there, if I'd have hit him lower, I think he would have gone right through me because it's all based on his speed. As he's moving, he just kind of like moves through you because he's going so quick.
Yeah.
It feels like it was their solution to in Mario 1, how if you're just falling, you can always bounce on enemies, even if you run straight into them. So,
Yeah, that's silly.
right?
So many weird little mechanics in these games that were probably just invented to save code space or something.
Right? Or to just prevent little problems that they noticed. Okay, I want a full jump here. Nice. We did it right. Good stuff. I usually have fire here, so it's like just remembering some of the backup stuff is difficult sometimes. So
It's a good first movement.
yeah, we ideally, even though we have the music box and can use it, we still don't want to have to use it.
Right.
Because we can just skip the one in the sky, which is kind of nice. It'd be tough, but it could happen. So yeah, the good news is we're going to have more than enough P-Wings, more than likely. So this is going to be interesting. Once I beat this fortress, it's going to spawn a bridge, and he's actually going to be able to skip this pipe transition, save a little bit of time. So that's a cool thing that applies to no other category, well, other than 100% co-op too. But I suppose co-op all forts. But
Is that even a thing? Has anyone even run that?
no, I don't think it's even on the leaderboard, but it could be a thing. You just need one.
seems like it would be a routing nightmare.
Yeah. All Force is already kind of a routing nightmare, and then just throw in the extra elements of routing and RNG. Ooh, this is great.
Yeah, we keep getting the good RNG in World 5.
Yeah, we should be able to.
This is
Well,
mine, right?
Yeah, it's a 50-50 on whether we'll be able to skip him, because he'll move back up and over. And then I'll get to do the tower here, and hopefully Cujo's can be able to skip him here. Okay. The game did not like the way I was pressing buttons. Nice. I don't know why getting in this pipe is harder than it should be. It sets up the rest of the level. Oh no.
Oh, no.
I used my strong hand.
Should I music box him or just?
Yeah, you can just music box him, and because we should. Well, I don't know. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth the gamble. Because otherwise, either way, we're gambling on skipping him or the music box.
What?
He just saw me die there. He's like, I'm not dying here, so he just waited a little extra. Yeah, the tower here, it's a very technical level. Unfortunately, I made it a decent amount harder on myself as well.
Okay.
Saved.
We're good.
Tower is the final boss right now. So yeah, he actually does that spinner jump. Very scary. Does it with no fear.
And I got the pipe jump again.
And you did. All this swag. Which actually kind of helps. Hopefully, please move up. I don't think he did. He did
Oh,
not.
that music box was totally useless.
Yep.
Oh, well. So should I get the music box here, or should you?
Since you used it, you should get it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you have to watch your coin count on this level. I think you're okay, but I know this one's got a weird. All right, he made it. He's good. All right, nice. You were one off. Perfect. Now he'll be good for the rest of the world here. Yeah, you'll be fine.
And now you get 5-7, although you're going in small.
Yeah,
So-
which will be good because I should be able to get fire back on the airship then. I think because I got the cloud
Right.
in the last world, so. That's okay. Get in there. This level's more nerve-wracking than it really should be, just because I'm small. I have to check my coin total there for a second. So I did not mean to break that block.
And the hammer bro's in a nice location, so that I'll definitely be able to get it, and he won't
Yep.
get in your way.
Yeah, that's perfect. Because, yeah, you'll beat the fortress. I'll do 5-8, and then you'll get the hammer bro. And then, yeah, we won't have to battle again. So this worked out pretty well. And we're guaranteed movements 1, so. So yeah, he knew he jumped not at the end of that platform. So if he didn't decide to cut that short, he would have landed in the lava. So we've all made that mistake many times. It's a sad day when you get here on PvP and do that one.
Yeah. I always do that turn back just to be safe. I don't trust myself with the jumps in that forward.
Too much PTSD. Impossible level according to, what was it, the guide, or was it Nintendo Power? One of them said that you wouldn't be able to make it out of this level without taking damage. Well, I just, you know.
What a god gamer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I missed.
That's okay. World 5 was an adventure. We had fun. That was the key part. Just don't enter the auto-scroller. Where is the... Oh my god. Why do I have so many items? Do you have any?
Hey, I have...
You have a P-Wing, right?
I have a P-Wing, and I think I have a star, too.
Okay. Yeah, because you fought the P-Wing here. Yeah, good. Because, yeah, I have everything else.
You've been getting all the items every single run.
I don't know why it works out this way, but co-op Warpless, it always seems to be one person gets everything and the other person gets nothing. It feels good when you finally get a run where you split things, but it doesn't seem to happen for whatever reason. So yeah, this guy, unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to fire kill him in co-op Warpless. I mean, there might be, it just hasn't been developed, so people haven't done enough research.
I mean, Roy's patterns are already varied as they are, because you've got so many different spots where you can come from, like so many different ways the Hammer Bros can move around going into the castle.
Yeah.
Good. There you go.
Improvisation.
That is not a good fire kill pattern.
No. He was angry. He was coming at me. So I tried to get the wall jump there to get the off-screen wand grab, which, you know, wall jump's a frame-perfect trick, and then you got to try to time the wand so it's off-screen. Yeah, obviously requires a sub-pixel as well.
Have you ever actually gotten that in a run before?
I have not. I think Mitch is the only one.
Yeah, I've tried it, but I've never been able to get it.
Yeah, I've never actually clipped into the wall either. There were times I got a bunch in practice, but obviously when you have a save state with a good sub-pixel, it helps.
All right.
So yeah, that's why I had to beat World 5 because I.
What just happened?
Oh no.
The game died? Yeah, it did.
Oh no. No. I wonder if just moved it slightly and maybe it wasn't in there. All right, so we can do some warp whistle stuff. I think it was my console. I don't know if it's just the way it's in there, because that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's try to do some warp whistle stuff, I guess.
All right.
So, oh no, that's
it happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's my hardware. I need to grab this, I think. No, wait, no, I didn't need to. Whatever. So yeah, we'll We'll improvise.
Yeah.
Apparently, the ghost of Grand Pooh Bear's here, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't. Does Pooh know astral projection?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't. No one really stomped the
Wait, do
floor.
I
I mean, I know you did touch the floor, but you didn't do it very hard, so I don't. I wonder if we accidentally pulled a cord.
I don't know what happened. It just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hmm.
The wonders of the NES.
So is that the one level I get to play? 1, 2?
I think so, because, yeah, you got to die here, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. Whatever. This is my Let's Play of this level. Sometimes things happen. Now we'll get to have some fun. We'll actually get to play 742 now. And the Piranha Plant. So yeah, you get to die here, and then I gotta get the other whistle. So I gotta whistle to 2, then whistle again, and then go to 6. Okay. Yeah, this is part of the run, guys. Okay, you gotta tilt the console in World 6. Get both the whistles, even though it's warpless. And then you get to die again. Yay! Yeah, and the worst part is, well, I mean, worst or best part, you get to see 6-1 and 6-3, although, I mean, you're going to get to see it anyway, the next run.
Yeah, it's true. Sweet.
All right.
Back on track.
Easy. So you get to see some sweet damage boost action here. Well then, never mind. I'm not taking a death here. Or am I?
Okay.
Or am I?
Alright. I guess I will take the hammer bro then.
Yeah, I think this works well anyway. No, crap, we're both small. Oh well, we get the casual ride on the elevator.
Do you know how to do 6-3 speed without fire?
I do not. Well, I kind of do, but nah, I should have done it, but I had to think about it. I can't just do it. You have to, like, jump after that Koopa, right? Or on the Koopa?
The way I do it is I bounce off of the Koopa and land either on the very first pixel or the very last pixel of the block.
Okay.
And then I guess that sets you up perfectly to get P speed.
Oh, sure.
But it's like frame or pixel perfect, so yeah.
Just like, you know, a lot of things in Mario 3.
Exactly.
So now you're actually going to get to see something that you wouldn't have gotten to see at all, which is we're going to do a wall jump in 6-9 because, I mean, we need the P-Wings.
Yeah.
We're going to need it. Because, yeah, we're going to have to clip 7-6, I guess, and then P-Wing before.
We have no music boxes, so we're going to have to do the piranha plants too.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Very fun.
I don't have a P-wing for 6'5", so I guess 6'6". I don't know if this is the cloud or oh.
This is, I think this is the cloud. With that hammer, bro, is just like, okay, okay. I mean, we need inventory anyway. Who cares? Anything is good. Maybe, I think it's still faster to probably do this level. But it gets, dude, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, and then you do the zip in here.
Yeah, I didn't have P speed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I think just do this. Rando strats. Why did he not swipe his tail? All right.
It's the worst piranha plant in the game.
Dude.
Because of that.
Yep.
He's just right there.
All right. All right. Press B sooner.
There you go.
That guy is a boss. Get out of here. Not sure that was faster than doing 6x, but we needed the tail anyway.
Alright.
And this works out well because I have the tail and the hammers, so.
So I get this cloud.
Nice.
I said I wasn't going to do the quick kill in the race, but I lied.
I think we're past the point where that matters. Do you, you must have fought him, I guess.
Guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I did.
Okay. So I think we should probably just, you should hammer and then we should fight.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll double damage boost and do the wall jump. Oh, you gotta die. That's right.
Yeah.
Which means you get to do the fortress small, which is always a great time.
So it's actually easier to do wall jump as small Mario, hence why he intentionally took damage there against the boom boom.
Most sub-pixels you get, you can wall jump. It's like, I don't know, I always seem to get a bad sub-pixel, but we're not going to this time. It's going to be first try. I mean, either way, even if you die on this level, we're both small, so. Man, I did not want to give you P-speed.
I got there. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, unfortunately, the lag frames you saw at the beginning of that level really affect how fast you can do this level and whether you get P-speed sometimes, too. Oops. Didn't get the clip.
Nice. Second try. That's really good.
I will take it. I'm not even counting first try. It didn't give me the sub-pixel. Yeah, you have a, it's weird, you have a 6-pixel window on the y-axis to hit, so it's bigger than it appears. However, you have to have a sub-pixel that allows Mario to clip in just slightly, so the game thinks that Mario's landing on a platform is what's happening. And you can only do that between blocks on the smaller blocks, or on those bigger blocks you can do them, you know, between the blocks or mid-block as well. And this guy, you kind of hope he just doesn't slide, which he didn't, which is great. So
What even causes him to slide, I wonder?
I think if he's lined up maybe on a certain pixel or something. It doesn't happen super often, but
Yeah.
when it does, it's usually catastrophic. Yeah, it was weird. I've had Boom Booms, when I played Randomizer, slide in the auto-scroller levels in World 8 at the end of them where there's no block above them, so I don't really understand what causes it. But I've never had those ones do it in vanilla, so I don't know if that's just something that only happens in Randomizer, but... Those not familiar, that jump always looks scary because you can't see that platform. The screen scrolling.
Alright, so you get 7-1 and then 7-3, which means I get 7-2 and then I cloud past 7-4,
Yeah,
which is good because I actually got the cloud.
Yeah, so we're in good shape here. For now. I get to do a fun Piranha Plant level, and I don't have any inventory, so I will get a P-Wing here. 2 pixel, or no, 2 frames. Move 2 frames instead of 1. Who knows? Maybe I'll still get a good sub-pixel. I actually don't know.
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
That's the fun part of 7-1. The mystery.
Just don't enter the door. We have made the run difficult enough. Let's not enter the door. Oh. Get in there.
Ah, come on.
There we go. Not too bad. Pretty average. Yes, that is something to clap for. It's one of the most important tricks in the run, and it's also one you have no control over, really. I mean, you do to an extent, but not really.
That's this game in a nutshell. A lot of the most important tricks. There's at least an element of luck.
And you have a star, too. This is great.
Wow, this is perfect.
Yeah, we planned to just improvise. That was part of the agenda.
I could have gone. Oh well.
Got the despawn. That's big. Yeah, he held up there because he was small Mario. It's not worth the little bit of risk, so if you can run on that one pipe just enough, you can jump over that Piranha Plant, but it's really hard.
Yeah. And you definitely don't want to risk it if you're small Mario, because like you used an inventory star going into that level.
Yeah.
You would need another one, and obviously I don't have another one. So.
Exactly. So we're actually going to get to see the Tanuki suit.
All right.
Which we would not have seen at all had this not happened. So, and you're going to get to play an end card.
That's awesome.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you got it. Crap. Oh, well. Well, the weird part is you're going to get the Tanuki suit, and then you have to take damage because I'm going to have to play the Piranha Plant, and then you're going to have to clip 7-6.
You're right.
So this is going to be a very slow level.
Yeah, this one's going to take a minute. got to go up here, get myself a mushroom first of all, so I can break the blocks to get to the Tanuki room, get my Tanuki suit, and then kill the Boom Boom. Am I missing anything?
Yep, that's pretty much it. And then you got to take damage on the Boom Boom. I mean,
yeah.
you can try to clip with the tail.
There it is.
Yeah, you can see he never plays this level this way, so as such, definitely doesn't remember where that P-switch is. Randomizer players are like rejoicing right now because they're happy you're suffering. They're like, you're suffering how I've suffered. This is, when I play randomizer, my least favorite level, just because it takes, I mean, look at how long this took.
Oh no, I'm going to miss it.
Oh no! You had just enough. Oh god. You got it. Yeah, yeah. You're in there. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a worthless P-Wing.
I mean, you get the Piranha Plant, I get 7-6, you get 7-8, and then I get 7-9. So, yeah.
And unfortunately, it locks there, so it's not like he could just do the Piranha Plant that I could come across. No, of course not, because there's a lock in the way. So, yeah, you know, I got a nice. Should I just? I'm just gonna use it because I mean. Okay. So maybe it'll come in useful anyway, because I'll get to use it in 7-9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you just used it, so now.
Well, I'll get one from the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I really
3,
thought I was gonna have more iframes.
4.
This one's tougher to clip in than 7-1, just because he doesn't have as much area. There we go. Yeah, that one, he was trying to land exactly on the end of the door, which kind of sets you up in a perfect spot to clip through the wall, so.
Yeah. There's no visual cue on that one, unlike 7-1, because it's just like a straight horizontal pipe. So, just gotta throw yourself at the corner of the door and hope for the best.
Jeez, man. That was so rude. Oh. So yeah, this is where 7-8 gets interesting. So he's not gonna have what he normally has. Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
7-8 is absolutely terrible if you don't have the right power-ups for it.
Yeah, you start doing like this rocking back and forth thing to keep P-speed. Yeah, if you've ever watched anybody do it in any percent one warp, it's rough. So he's gonna try to do this with 2 stars, and he's gonna have just enough. Yeah. Okay, we're through. That's speed. All right.
I like to land on that pipe at the end, because if you run off of it, you safely make it to the end every time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. So thankfully, my P-Wing will be somewhat useful here. Unfortunately, you took damage, so you're going to have to do the fort small. That kind of sucks. If you guys haven't had enough of the clips, I'm going to go for one more here. Okay. Didn't mean to throw it that way, but... So if I run off this, I should get a mushroom. Or a star. This level, you do not have to worry about flowers in, thankfully.
I don't have to worry about the music box either.
Mm-mm. Scariest jump right there. The nice thing about Mario is he doesn't do the spinning animation, which kind of, I don't know, for me, it's hard to set up sometimes. And he wants to grab that power up because he's going to use it to probably damage boost in this section.
Yep.
Just much easier, not having to worry about avoiding all the junk that's there. But he is kind of hoping this boom boom doesn't slide again. So, very good stuff. So yeah, it's actually kind of important that I keep the mushroom here so I can get fire in World 8. So,
Oh yeah, you're gonna be on the boat.
Nice thing is, if you do what I did there off that one block, you do a big jump, you can always just make it to the end by just not even pressing A off the last block. Comes in handy in 100% when you do with like a hammer suit or something, but most people that go through that level start there, which I'm sure you're going to do ideally in your 100% run.
Yeah, that's the plan.
But of course, it always depends on what happened beforehand. Sometimes you just don't have the inventory. But we're going to play great, so. My console's going to hold up.
If you move the screw over this flame, then the next one despawns. That's like the one thing I've discovered in this game.
Which is nice, right? Because then you're just like, all right, this jump's free. Otherwise, you got to worry about avoiding it. This part's a little scary no matter how you do it. That corkscrew is so annoying. I've definitely fallen off of it before on PB pace, and definitely took some damage. And surprisingly, I did not PB.
Dang. I wonder if those propellers can hurt you.
That's a good question.
Or if they're like spinners or something.
I guess I've never done any science on it and just tried to jump into it.
It's not like you ever practice auto scrollers.
Right.
So the only opportunity you would have would be in a run. You wouldn't do it in a run because it's a run.
I think the only exception is the end of 3-6. Like, that's the only auto scroller you would ever practice.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, that guy, unfortunately, if you mistime it just slightly, that just always seems to happen. You have to try to jump as he's on his way down and getting close to the ground, but you don't want to wait too long either, so it's always a battle there. Look at that, we're getting all these hosts. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to... It's kind of devolved into a Let's Play a little bit.
So World 8 is basically just going to be a race to the finish at this point.
Yep. We don't actually know who's going to end up playing the final level either, because it's all dependent on how many hands we get. And we're going to get none, because, I mean, that's just the way it's going to work.
Yeah, 0 for 6.
Yeah, it's weird. So normally when it's one player, the two most likely outcomes are one hands or two hands. They're both at, was it 37%, I think.
Uh-huh.
And then In this category, however, the two likely outcomes are 2 hands and 3 hands, just because 2 players have to cross the hands. So, you know, 1 player getting 1 hand or 2 hands is, you know, 37.5%. So the most likely outcome, and same with the next player getting 1 or 2 hands. So it's a little strange when you cross them. Although, like, if you play a hand and then I cross, it's a 50-50, right? Whether I get pulled in by the hand, on one of the hands or not. So it's like 25%. But I get no hands at that point. So if you play a hand, it increases my odds because there's 1 less hand. But, you know, it's weird how the math works out. Probability. I'm not going to try to do all the math right now. I did it once upon a time because I was just curious, and it's weird. Like, getting 1 hand, I think, was a 7 in 64 chance.
Yeah, it's not very good odds. Now I'm feeling a little pessimistic, like maybe we will get some hands.
Nah, we're going to get no hands. We're going to... Oh, you got the pixel. No. Good news is I get to go for the boat fire. Wait, why didn't I get fire in 7-9? I should have gotten fire in 7-9.
You did, but I think you took damage.
Did I?
Did you?
No, I think I skipped it. I think I just kind of autopiloted.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Yeah, it's weird. So normally when you go for that boat fire, you have a tail because it's in no wrong warp. So it's a little different when you don't have a tail. You move faster when you jump in the air, so did not set myself up very well there. I know you guys won't believe me, but in the practice run I got it. See, unfortunately, we're going to run a little over here, but it's okay. We probably were on a sub 105 pace, I think.
Yeah. We were doing pretty good.
Yeah. I think, you know, my mistake was the death in the tower, but otherwise it was going pretty well. Missed stuff here and there. No boat swag, 3 hands coming. I mean, not for him, for me maybe. Look at that.
See? Easy as that.
Now he's like, I cannot die here.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's another. Oh, here comes another.
I think you're good here just because,
yeah.
Thankfully,
A little higher up.
you get a reprieve for a moment there. Missing fire in Navy is guaranteed 0 hands. That's a great theory. Oh man, now the pressure's on for me, you know?
I mean, I just showed you how it's done. I'm sure you can.
Just find the frames, man. You got to pass the hands on. It's easy.
Well, at least. Oh, wait, this isn't the one with the flower.
All right, this is. Now it's going to get scary. All right, we're good. All right, I got some inventory that we can use for projects. And it's good you get to do the next level too. You've got a star, so you can use it here with the fort, I suppose. Hopefully I make it across the stupid hands.
I'm gonna
No.
I was gonna go for the flower, but maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure one person getting all hands and one person getting no hands is also a 1 in 64 chance. So
Wow.
we might get lucky. We're one hand away from getting really lucky.
I'm gonna save that for the fort.
Yeah. The good news, the P speed should be fairly simple now. Oh god.
Whatever.
Hopefully I just make it past and can do the next level. Very nice. So yeah, he gets kind of a free P speed build there because thankfully he doesn't have to duck under the bullet bill launcher.
Yeah. That's the one advantage occasionally you have with small Marios. You have a little bit more room to operate.
It's so unbelievable.
I mean, what did you expect to happen?
That's true. It's Mario 3. I forgot. I forgot what game I was playing for a second. My bad. So that is a 1 in 64.
All right, well that means you're gonna get the fort.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna use this here. So why
Yeah.
not?
It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, the level's quite scary for him now.
I guess I could have taken the noob pipe, but whatever.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is still going to be slightly faster. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Juked.
So yeah, that was a fun level.
Monka S indeed. I forgot I had that. Why do I have all this inventory? No. So now I'm going to be the one that ends up killing Bowser just based on how we're set up. Unless, of course, which I don't see happening.
You don't see Cujo dying on the Cujo scroller?
Nope. Yeah, for those of you that saw the Warpless world record progression video. Heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, I just gotta do Oglib's world famous patented super tank strat or whatever it's called these days.
Yeah. TM with a vengeance, I think. It keeps changing. No task Bowser's Castle, yeah. It's true.
The world famous patented day one affiliate Oglib super tank strat TM with a vengeance. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
The one that I'm not doing right now.
Our associate Raccoon Dog was... Oh no!
Wow.
That's so easy to do because, I mean, in his case, he's not used to having to stomp those guys ever.
I mean, you've got the fire flower. Do you want to just fight after this and then you can do Bowser?
Yeah. That's probably, unfortunately, that's probably faster.
Yeah. Dang.
Right. It happens.
That's what I get for not following the world famous patented day one affiliate Oglib super tank strat TM with a vengeance.
How did he... I almost took damage there. Alright, now we're good. Yeah, those rocky wrenches can be tricky if you're not used to having to stomp them, so... So we'll do a nice little battle here and take a nice death, and all the pressure's on me now to clutch it out here. Bowser's Castle is actually a nightmare small. Not being able to do the one-up clip is unfortunate.
I know you're a hammer suit guy. Do you know how to do the fire kill here?
Yeah.
All right.
P-speed, please. Yeah, I've screwed up enough that I've had to learn it as well. Oh, crappy RNG there. Oh my god. Nice. So yeah, I got, he jumped as soon as he possibly could there. I tried to bounce off his head. I should have just bailed. So you get to see Bowser's hitbox. And about everything that could have gone wrong for us really did at the end here. Yeah, it's one of those things. When he does that fast jump, you don't get a lot of time to put fireballs into him. So you have, you got to mash really fast to be able to get him within a reasonable time frame.
If you're really, really fast, you can still get him. But
yeah.
All right, time's coming up now.
All right. Not bad, considering we had to play part of the game again. Yeah. A bunch of extra levels. So yeah, we'll be doing the 100% race next, which hopefully we won't have.
Yeah, this is more of a standard category that's coming up, so we should be more prepared. Should be less hiccups.
Yeah, should be. Yeah, it's just one of those things. You get in a rhythm with playing every level, whereas opposed to this, you gotta wait. It's just different. It's like you go, then you go, then you go.
It's really awkward.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it's way different. Like, because, and you can attest to this, rhythm, it feels like with speedrunning is so important. Just once you start getting in a groove, you just start nailing things.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah. I guess we're, what's that? Okay.
All right, so during that run, we got $5 from Raccoon Dog 24. He said, "Hey Cujo, Raccoon Dog here. Sadly, I can't watch live stream tonight. Unlucky me, but I can donate for a good cause at least. Hope you, TheHaxor, and everyone in the marathon have a pleasant time. Good luck on the runs. Peace out." We got $5 from Mitch Flower Power. "Two of my favorite runners. You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work and rock some SMB 3 madness." We got 50 from Stewie Cartman. "Good luck, Cujo and TheHaxor. How about another 25 for TaskBC?" And we got 25 from Teeks. "Great run, finish strong."